The global population is growing, and it's going to continue that way. I admit that the rate of growth is decreasing, but the population is generally growing. I think that's going to continue. Another trend is that people are tending to move into cities and towns from the surrounding areas, and that's putting a lot of pressure on the cities to grow outwards. Now, governments and city managers don't want that because it starts to encroach on farmland that produces food. So there's a lot of encouragement for people to compress the city, to do things like backfill one house behind another one, and especially to encourage people to rent out rooms and share the space they live in. Now, the amount of benefit there is, typically you can have up to 4 people living in your place as boarders and not have to pay tax on that. And typically the maximum amount per head is $800 per month, and you can have that, as I say, for 4 people. That's it's $3,200 per month minus 100 a head, so that's $2,800 net after you've paid all your utilities. Considerable amount of money. Now, when I was in Toronto, I bought a house over there, and I converted the garage into living space. I lived in it myself. It had a little bedroom, it had an office, I'd carpeted it, lined it nicely and so on. I rented out the other 4 rooms in the place, and I was doing very well out of that. I could totally live off it. So that's a sort of a trend. I think that there will be increase in pressure on space and more encouragement. And another thing is that, of course, if there's pressure on a resource, and it's not so available, the price will go up. So you might find that the government even makes exempt even more amount of income from rent space, and the price that you can charge will go up. Now, what about if there's a recession or a boom? Now, in a recession, people may live a little more with their families. They may not be able to afford to live in a place of their own. So I think it balances out. I've rented out in recent times. I haven't had any trouble filling my place, and in the boom times of the 80s, I did very well there too. So I think either way, recession or boom, you're still going to be okay. Finally, remember, you can always get out of it. Unless you've made some strange extra commitment to go out to do renting out rooms, like buying a house specially customised for it, then there's not much risk. Probably you're thinking of renting out rooms of your existing house, or maybe you're thinking of renting out a place and then sub-renting some of the rooms of it. Either way, you can get out of it. If it doesn't suit you, you can always get out of it, so there's not a lot of risk. So that's what I'd say the future of renting out rooms is. Pretty good. Alright, bye for now.